What's up, everyone? Welcome to the BLACKGEEKCOOL podcast. I'm your host, Gershon. This is episode 45. This is a podcast where we talk about comic book news, sometimes anime news from the past week. Before we get into it, please go hit that like button or hit the subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube or whatever podcast app you're using. If you're not on YouTube, hit the like button. If you are on YouTube, hit the like button. If you're on a podcast app, go ahead, rank this podcast 5 stars. It helps the podcast in the algorithm and gets more people to be able to hear the podcast and, recommend it to them, stuff like that. And it greatly helps the show. And it's one way you can show your support. But with that all out the way, let's dive into the podcast. So first up, small screen news. So there was a trailer for Justice League Dark Apokolips War. I don't know why I said that weirdly. So let me watch that trailer right quick. Hold on one second. Alright, so trailer looks good. It looks very reminiscent to Justice League War when Justice League fought Apocalypse. But now, what's the name? Dude, Constantine's in there. So there's going to be magic. I think I forget that magic lady that wears the magician's outfit. Satana? I think it's Satana. But there was a guy with the green eyes. I don't know. He kind of looked like Superman. I don't know. I don't know who that is. Let me know if you know who that is. But yeah, it looks good. Like I said, I watched Superman Red Son. Check out that review. I'll probably post that up Thursday. This is coming out Wednesday. That's gonna go up Thursday. It looks interesting. It's supposed to be on Blu-ray. Oh, I didn't even see. Let me see if I can find out when it's gonna be on Blu-ray. Spring 2020. So this year is coming to Blu-ray. DC kills it with their animated movies. I don't know why they can't let that transition to live action. But yeah, they killed it with the animated movies. So I am kind of excited for this. Sorry, I hit the mic. Let me know if you're excited for this. Are you going to pick this up when it comes out sometime this spring? It's a DVD release. So I don't think it's going to be on DCUverse right away either. I'm about to catch up on a couple. Wait, I can't. I had a DCUverse trial subscription, but that ended, so I can't catch up on it. But yeah. That's the first thing up on small screen news. Next is, there's a rumor. Oh, sorry, I heard click. There's a rumor that the MoonKnight show will start filming mid-November this year. We still don't know who is MoonKnight or who's playing MoonKnight. Like I said, there was a rumor before, Daniel Radcliffe, but he came out and said that's not happening. He could be lying, pulling the old okey doke, but I'm going to take his word, and he says he's not doing it. He's not doing it. I'm really excited for all these Disney Plus shows, these Marvel Disney Plus shows, to see what they do with it. But I'm very much excited for MoonKnight because I don't know that character as well, but the things I do know about him are really kind of cool. So I'm really interested to see what they do with that character, especially being he's kind of a darker character. He's basically Marvel's Batman to an extent, but he doesn't mind killing, I guess. So I'm super excited to see what they do with that character. In other news, the Proud Family revival. If you didn't know about the Proud Family show, it was a show on Disney. It was I don't want to say it's a black show, but it's a cartoon and most of the characters are black. And it follows this family, the Proud Family. It was a really good show. Did really good. When Disney Plus came out, I don't believe it was first on there. I think they had one of their TV specials on there, but not the actual series. But now it's come out that Disney is doing a revival of that series. So on top of doing a revival for Disney Plus, they're actually getting the original cast back too, the original voice cast. I don't think what's his name? Oh, I just blanked on his name. Oh, I want to say Orlando. Let me see if I can look up his name right quick while I talk about the show. But yeah, they're getting original cast. If you didn't know who or is the cast, one of the cast members is in a show that I can't remember either. Oh, I'm blanking on the whole cast. Okay, Kylie Pratt is Penny. You remember her from what was the show she was in? She was in Dr. Dolittle. She was in. I'm looking at her IDB because I forgot some of the shows. She was in Love and Basketball. I loved her in that. But she had a TV show that's not coming up. Like I think it was a Two of Us. It's like her biggest TV show, and it's not even coming up. Then again, if I can't remember what it is, it must not be her biggest TV show. Well, she 101. There it is, 101. She was in 101. I'm not gonna lie, I used to have a mad crush on her. She was my TV crush back in the day. But anyway, Tommy Davidson's in it. Jesus. I don't know if they're going to get Orlando Brown. That's who I was talking about. I don't know if they're getting him back. My man is having a little bit of trouble in life right now. Doing some crazy stuff. So I don't know if he's coming back to the show. But they say they got the original cast. So maybe they put something out there. Was like, hey, dude, calm down. Come do the show. Come do some voices. But super excited to see that. I seen some screenshots they had up of some character designs. It looked like they aged up the characters, which is really cool. You can see them grow. Hopefully they give a little backstory of the time that we missed and where they are now. That would be very interesting. I don't know if this is a show or if it's a movie. So once I find out, I'll definitely let you guys know. All right, next up, Why the Last Man. About 2-3 podcasts ago, I let you know that they lost their lead. Well, they found another lead. I'm going to butcher your name. It's Ben Schwarzenegger. I'm pretty sure I messed up your name. So he's going to be the new Yorick Brown of the series. I guess that's the lead. I don't know this book per se. I know the concept is the world have lost all men, and Yorick Brown is like the only man in the world, and he runs with this weird little monkey, and women control the world, are the only beings on the world, I guess. So it sounds like a very interesting show, but I'm glad. I know this show has been in production or been in the works for a long time. Hopefully this is their last speed bump and they can get into production and get it going, and we get to see a trailer and actually get to see the show. It's just, sometimes that's how it is. You get stuff planned, people get other jobs run over. They don't have enough time to get back to this job. It happens in Hollywood, but unfortunately, it's been happening to this show a lot. So hopefully we do eventually get to see it, since they keep casting people and tell us about it. But next up, Stargirl is apparently going to air on the CW and the DC Uverse app. I don't know why they're doing this, because that DCU app, I don't think people really are flocking to it. Like I said, I had a trial version of it, and I did I'm going to start paying for this. No, I'm not. I binged as much of Harley Quinn as I could, and I'm going to ask one of my friends to let me use his DC app so I can finish the rest of it. But they're going to, and they're doing it weird with Stargirl, so they're going to air, the premiere episode is going to be on DC Uverse first, and then it's going to air on the CW. But after that, the episodes will air on the CW, and then a day later be on a DCU app for streaming. I don't understand that. I mean, I guess this is a gamble to see if you could hit both markets. It's worth a try. It might work. And if I see that working, you definitely see Disney follow suit. Yeah, pretty much. So, very interesting. I'm still excited for the show. I want to at least check out a couple episodes. So I love the trailer. The trailer was really cool. Really cool and looked different from the normal CW shows. I think that's one of the things that I really liked about it. It looked different than the normal CW shows, and it looked different from the DCU shows. So I thought that was really interesting the way they did that. So I'm excited to at least check out the first 2 episodes of it. In other news, there were some Helstrom set photos. Helstrom is a comic book that's being adapted, and it's going to be on the Hulu network. I mean, the Hulu app. I don't know why I said network. It's a Marvel property. It was one of the more adult shows that they were doing, more adult, darker shows that Marvel had slated to do on Hulu. There was like 4 different shows. I think but Hellstorm and maybe MODOK have been canceled. Yeah, if I believe so. But they're finally shooting this show and some set photos. Nothing really big to show. Some guy standing in front of a building. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know this comic book at all. So I am not super excited for this show, but I'm pretty sure there are fans out there because they wouldn't just be making a show that has no fans. So let me know if you're interested in this. Are you excited that they're starting to shoot? Let me know what the series is about and what should I look forward to. Hit me up at BLACKGEEKCOOL on Instagram, BLACKGEEKCOOL on Twitter, and of course BLACKGEEKCOOL podcast at Gmail. Next up, for the fans of the Magicians, I believe that's the name of the show. It's canceled. Sorry to tell you. Apparently they're canceling it after this season. I think this is the 5th season. I think they're actually in the process of the 5th season, and the show's been canceled. It was on Sci-Fi, but not anymore. I know I seen the trailers when it first popped up, and it seemed like an interesting concept where magicians were fighting other magicians and using like real magic and not, hey, I cut this lady in the box and she's just holding on to the other side of the box. It was real magic. And it seemed interesting. I just never got around to watching it. But clearly it had fans because it did 4-5 seasons. So it had fans. But they've finally axed it. So unfortunately, we won't see more of that show. If you're a fan, I'm sorry. It sucks to see your show get canceled. I've been there. It hurts. It hurts. It's emotional pain. And now you have to fill that void. But apparently they kind of knew they were going to get canceled. They said some weird stuff like every season we plotted to where that could be our last season, which is a smart way to go about it because throw it all out there. You don't know if you're going to get more of a show. So don't try to hold stuff back and be like, oh, we'll do this in like season 2. No, do it now because you don't know if you're going to get another season. But yeah, unfortunately, that's canceled. So for fans, sorry. You got to find a new show to watch. Trust me, there's so many shows. I am way behind on shows. There's so many shows to watch. But up next, Funimation just added some new animes to their slate. They got Sales at Work. March comes in like a lion. I'm being stalked by the sexiest man alive. I think that's the name of the show, which is a crazy name. Gurren Lagann. A lot of people love that show. I've watched pieces of it. It's pretty decent. It drags on a little bit, but it's pretty decent. I gotta check it out. And there's a couple more, like 6 or 7 more shows. I didn't write them all down. Sorry. Nothing that popped my interest. It was like, I need to go check that out. These are the ones I like the titles. I've been meaning to watch Sales at Work because I heard about it and it sounds very interesting. Very quirky, but cool at the same time. All these shows are coming to Funimation February 25th, which is already passed, so those shows are there for you guys to watch. Just a heads up, Cells at Work is already on Netflix. If you want to watch it on Netflix, that's where I plan to watch it. I got it in my queue, I just haven't got to it. But yeah, let me know if you're a Funimation guy, if you're excited for those. I do have Funimation, and that's where I watch My Hero Academia, but they still tripping. I watched another episode the other day. It was kind of filler. It was just an episode right before the sports festival, so I haven't got to the sports festival yet. Hopefully I get there real soon. But they're like 2 episodes behind with the dub version. I'm all about that dub gang. I watch my stuff dub. I don't like sub. I'm not a fan of it. I don't want to read while I'm watching anime. It's weird. But anyway, that was just me going off a tangent. Next up, Hasbro unveiled a dark saber electronic lightsaber. I saw it. It looks kind of cool. I've never been a big lightsaber guy. For one reason, I call it lifesaver instead of lightsaber. I don't pronounce the B. It's weird. But this looks kind of cool, and I might buy one. I might buy one. It looks kind of cool. This is not really small screen news. This is kind of just... It's kind of tied to The Mandalorian, because that's where we saw it last. Could be tied to Star Wars Clone Wars too, because I know it's in there as well. I haven't got to those episodes. I think like the second episode of the 7th season is out too. I'm like, I stopped at season 4, so I don't know if I should try to watch all that stuff before. That's too much stuff to watch. Anyways, yeah, they got a Darksaber out. Go check it out. If you're a fan, you're probably gonna like it. I'm mid of a fan, and I liked it. It looked cool. In other news, I haven't watched what's that show? Demon Slayer. I haven't watched a new episode yet, or I haven't caught up. I think I'm on like episode 14. I gotta get back to it. Still good. I haven't really watched any anime this week except My Hero Academia, so I gotta get back on that. Yeah. I don't know. I just went off a tangent. I was thinking about something else. Anyway, last bit of small screen news. Bob Iger stepped down. Bob Iger is the CEO of Disney. He's the one that's been buying like Marvel, Star Wars, Fox. He is the one that's been making Disney a new global just juggernaut. He stepped down as a CEO. Well, he kind of stepped down as a CEO. He kind of wants to still have the benefits of a CEO, but not the stress of a CEO. So he still wants to make that CEO money, but he don't want that CEO problems. So he stepped down, but he put Bob Chapek, I think I pronounced the dude's name right. He put him in charge. And Bob Chapek is the guy who has been running this Disney parks. He's been running all the Disney parks. So now he's in charge of everything. The Disney parks, the Disney shows, the Disney movies, Disney products, everything. But Bob, I guess, are their co-CEO to an extent. It's very weird. Very weird. I know Bob Iger had goals to run for president at one time. But I guess he's kind of put a backseat to that, and he just settled for being the richest man ever. Because he is just ranking in the dough. It's crazy. Yeah, so there's that news, and that's the end of small screen news. Before we get to big screen news, we actually have an email. We have an email from a listener to the show and a friend of mine, Faust. Faust writes, I'm going to read it verbatim too. I'm going to read the whole email. You weirdo. Long-time listener, first-time writer. You should check out a show called SSS Gridman. Love the podcast, and you have a great day. So, Faust, I haven't checked out the show. I promise I will check it out this week and definitely talk about it in the next podcast. I seen like the cover photo of the show and it looks interesting. So let me know. You guys let me know. Have you watched SS Gridman? Is it a good show? Is it interesting? I'm gonna at least watch 2 to 3 episodes before and kind of give you guys my idea of it, if I like it or not, on the next podcast, and if I'll continue watching it. So I'll definitely check that out. Alright guys, time for big screen news. First up is Steven Spielberg is not directing Indiana Jones 5. So that's what the article said. He's not directing I can't talk. He's not directing Indiana Jones 5. I feel like I said that wrong. He's not directing it. I know Harrison Ford also said that he doesn't want anyone else playing Indiana Jones. It's like one of the properties he's involved in that he truly still cares about, because he did not care about Star Wars at all. He was like, just get me out of here. But he doesn't want anybody else to take over Indiana Jones. He also wants to make sure the movie does epically good, I guess he said. He wants it to do very well like a Marvel film. He's like, if we can't do that good, we shouldn't be doing the movie. Which I would say those are high stakes there, Harrison Ford. Marvel is a beast of its own. They put that time in. You've had 5 movies, bruh. Marvel's had 22, maybe 23 at this point. I've lost count. Don't try to be them. Everybody, stop trying to be Marvel. Let Marvel be Marvel. You be you. You find your lane and you stick in it. And you do the best in your lane. Don't try to get in Marvel's lane. Marvel's lane is super consistent and still going fast. They go 70, no hesitation. You can't do 70 yet. You do 55 until you get comfortable. I mean, seriously, what are you doing? But apparently, James Mangold, I believe I pronounced it right, is taking over directing of Indiana Jones 5. I don't know exactly who he is. Let me Google him right quick. I probably should know who he is. He probably's done something I like. But off the top of my head, I just can't remember. He did Logan? Oh, snap. He did Logan, but he also did the Wolverine. Did it Copland? I didn't watch that. Didn't watch that. He did Logan, so I'm really happy with that. He did Ford vs. Ferrari. I heard that was interesting. If you like that kind of thing. Yeah, so. Well, he did Logan, so I'm going to give him a chance. He did Logan. Logan's amazing, so I'm going to give him a chance. He's okay in my book for right now. But you did do the Wolverine, and that was horrible. Like, the fact that you did the Wolverine and they let you do Logan means you had an amazing story for Logan. Did you write Logan? Let me see. You just directed it. I don't think you wrote Logan. I know this. I don't usually do this, but I got really interested. I'm not the biggest fan of Indiana Jones, but I'm a really big fan of Logan. And if this guy wrote Logan, and well, they just let him direct here, but he still directed Logan too. So that's what happened. Let me know if you're excited for James Mangold to, I don't know, I say his name like it just says weird, but let me know if you're excited to see him direct Indiana Jones 5 when Harrison Ford, I think they said they were going to start trying to film next year or at the end of this year, because Harrison Ford is like, what, 74? I mean, touche. I guess he was in that new movie, The Wild, and people say he did a good job. They say he still looks Indiana Jones-ish, so if he still looks Indiana Jones-ish, do your thing, man. I ain't even mad at you. But let me know if you guys are excited for that. Next up, the Snake Eyes spinoff movie has wrapped production. They did a little picture of, what's that thing called when you go cut and it's got the writing on it? I forget it. It's some Hollywood term, little thing. They did a little picture of that. I'm very excited for this movie. Only because I like Snake Eyes. That's the only reason I'm excited for it. I'm not excited for the people in it. I'm just excited for that character. And I hope they do right by him. Because I will be highly upset if they don't. The last two G.I. Joe movies did okay by him. The first one... Oh, God, I can vaguely remember the first one. Oh, I remember he had that kind of weird mouth thing. The second one, he had a full mask, I believe. But that ninja fight on the wall was pretty cool. They did okay by him in the first two G.I. Joe movies. They got weird. They went from cartoon G.I. Joe to real G.I. Joe from the second movie, so I hated that. But I still like Snake Eyes. I'm really interested to see what they do in the Snake Eyes movies. Are they going to make it more like the cartoon series? Are they going to go to this more realistic army guys like they did in the second one? I hope they find a decent balance, because I want to still be over the top but somewhat grounded. But I want them to shoot laser guns. Honestly, I want to shoot laser guns. I want there to be hover bikes. Come on, stop playing. Let's be realistic with it. It's G.I. Joe. Yo Joe. But yeah, super excited. Hopefully we get a trailer in the next month or so. That would be really cool to see. Definitely we'll be doing a live reaction to that one. I haven't been doing a lot of live reactions because there hasn't been a lot of stuff. There's a Candyman trailer. I'm not a big horror dude. I did watch it because it's Jordan Peele. He may Get Out, so I'll give anything he makes a chance after that. Key and Peele was really funny too, but he may Get Out. Quick, I'll talk about it right now. Quick idea of Candyman trailer. It terrified me. I always hated Candyman as a kid. It's just very terrifying. But then somebody said something the other day. They were like, how can you hate a guy that you have to request to kill you? And I was like, oh my God, why didn't I think about that as a child? I could have just not requested him. It would have been fine. Everybody else, you have no choice. They come after you. Except Jason. You just don't go in the woods. Don't go in the woods. Don't go camping. Don't go to a summer camp and you're fine. But everybody else kinda... Well, Michael Myers... no, he was in the city. Yeah. But Freddy Krueger, you just sleep. You're dead. So everybody else, you have no choice. Candyman, you had to invite him to come kill you. So I didn't think of it as a child. Easy thought process. Just don't invite him. You're good. Smart thought process. But yeah... The Candyman trailer looked horrifying, looked scary, looks like it kind of connected to the first movie, make it kind of a lineage kind of movie. It seems to star, I forget how to say his name. He was in The Watchmen, Aquaman, Adoob. I'm gonna butcher it because he has this really unique name, and I'm gonna butcher it. I'm not even gonna look it up because even when I read it, I still can't say it right. But he seems to be the star, and my man can act. He kills it in Watchmen, which I still got to talk about one of these days. But yeah, if you're a horror fan, you're probably gonna love it. Be 100% with you. If you're a horror fan, you're probably gonna love it. They say there's supposed to be a lot more gore in this than any of other Jordan Peele's films, and I guess there's this big uproar on the internet that people didn't realize Jordan Peele didn't direct it. He just wrote and produced it. Actually, a black female directed this movie. She's like 25, 26 or something. And it's like her second movie or something. And people are just amazed by that. I don't know her name. I probably should. I wasn't even planning on talking about this, so don't hate me on that because I don't have her name written down. But go check her out. Go check out her other stuff. And if you are excited for Candyman, go watch that. I'm not watching it because I don't like horror movies. Yes, I'm scared. I don't like horror movies. I got a good imagination. I can't sleep. I'll be up all night. I'm not doing that. In other news, there were some more set photos from Matrix 4. Apparently, they destroyed part of the town they're in. They destroyed some property in the city they were filming in, like $2,000 worth of property damage. I'm super excited for this film. They just don't care. They're destroying stuff. They're doing their thing. But there's a lot of leaks for this movie. I don't know why they're letting all this stuff leak out. It is keeping me interested in the movie. It is making me want to really know what's going on. Yeah, it really is. So maybe it's a positive thing. If they keep doing this, I'm definitely seeing this. No matter what, at this point, I'm going to see Matrix 4. Just so I can kind of put together the scenes I've seen already and see if they make the movie. Yeah. In other news, well, that's what it is. So there was Monster Hunter is a movie that's coming out. No, not Charlize Theron. Who's the lady from the Resident Evil movies? Give me a second. I'm gonna look it up. Well, while I'm looking it up, she's in this Monster Hunters movie, and they put out a couple posters, and the posters look really cool. They look really cool. I don't know this game. I've heard of it. I've never played it. It's based on a video game. So it is a video game movie. We'll see if it has that video game movie curse. Sorry, I stopped talking. Because I was looking up this lady's name and trying to find her. Yeah, so they put out the posters. The posters look really cool. They look. She's in one poster holding. I'm saying a lot. Sorry, guys. She's in one poster holding this giant sword, like it's made out of a monster because it's got like monster teeth on it, which looks super cool. And Tony Jaya, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's in the other poster, and it looks like he has, I think that's a bow and arrow. Mila Jovovich. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce her name. But the other poster, the dude looks like he has this weird tusk-looking bow and arrow. They look all dirty and grimy. It looks cool. They look cool. I know when I saw other set photos, they were in like army fatigues. So I don't know if that was just to throw people off. I have no idea. But this makes me more excited for this film. I'm really interested to see. I think T.I. is in this movie, actually. I think T.I. is in Monster Hunters. Because I think I remember seeing him on one of the set photos. Let me see. Oh, they got some more stuff. Oh, that's that guy. So Tony Jaa is the guy from is it Protectors? I think it's Protectors. I think that's the name of the movie. I think that's the name of the movie he's in. Oh wow, this looks really cool. I'm sorry, I'm looking. They got other pictures of. This is terrible podcasting. This is a visual media, but this is an audio media. I gotta describe this stuff to you. They're showing Tony Aya, I think it's Aya, and what's her name? I forgot her name already. Akovovich, running in kind of a desert, holding their weapons and these weird outfits they're wearing. Oh, it looks cool. looks interesting. Okay, I'm gonna get back to. Let me pay attention to you guys. So yeah, super excited for this. Let me know if you played Monster Hunter. I mean, I pretty much get it. They're people hunting monsters. It can't be too difficult and too crazy. But let me know if there's like any inside stuff in this world that you think I should know before this movie comes out. In other news, there's a crazy rumor right now saying that Henry Cavill? I always pronounce his name weird. The dude from Witcher right now, the Superman who used to be Superman. There's a rumor that he might be playing Wolverine in Captain Marvel 2. Okay. I don't think this is true. I definitely don't think this is true. But if it is, very interesting. Very interesting. If he can go from playing Superman to playing Wolverine, that would be very interesting. I don't know. I like Henry Cavill in The Witcher. I think he's really good in The Witcher. He's fun, charismatic. I like him as Superman when he's hopeful and happy. I don't know if I like him as Wolverine. I don't know. I'm torn. I don't know. Like, I know he's big enough. I know he can get big enough to be Wolverine. I see him as Superman. He's a pretty decent sized Superman. So he doesn't have to get too much bigger to be Wolverine, honestly. I just don't know if that's... I don't know what I want in Wolverine at this point. I don't know. Let me know how you guys feel. How do you guys feel about him possibly playing Wolverine? I doubt that is going to be true. I think they would have told us in a different way, per se. That's just my feelings. But yeah, there's a rumor he might be in it. I can see him going for like a screening or a test screening or something like that. So then that got out. So in other news, they had a test screening for Godzilla vs. King Kong, and apparently they got positive reviews, like real positive feedback for the movie. People seem to really enjoy it. I still have to watch Godzilla Kings Among Us, or Kings of Monsters, I think it's called. Still haven't seen that. I hope it's good. I got mixed reviews about it. I'm not even editing that out. I'm gonna leave that in. I got mixed reviews about it. Some people liked it. Some people thought it was boring. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not like the first Godzilla movie in this monster universe they were trying to do. But I did like King Kong. I like King Kong a lot. I thought that was really fun, really good. I would like to see King Kong and Godzilla fight. I think that would be an awesome fight. Yeah, I don't know. I'm good to hear they got positive reviews. Hopefully that moves this movie forward. I know it got pushed back, I think twice. So hopefully we do get to see it real soon. In other news, the Suicide movie has wrapped production. Oh, I'm excited for this movie. We've been seeing a lot of set photos. We got some word that one of the actors who we thought was going to be playing King Shark might not be playing King Shark, which kind of upset me because I would love to see King Shark on the big screen. But hey, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure he's playing somebody motion captured. That's huge because he was wearing this weird rig when he was on set. So, but then again, they could have had that on to throw us off. Movies are getting smarter now with the way they're making stuff, because they said they shot Suicide Squad out of order so people wouldn't know who was going to die. Because if you like, oh, this person's still here and it's like the last day of shooting, oh, they going to make it through the whole movie. But that could have been like the first scene they were shooting. They shot it in out of order or something like that. But I'm super excited to see what James Gunn does with the Suicide Squad. See how it ties back to the DCU verse. I really want the DCU verse to do well, or DC Extended Universe, or whatever they're calling it. They still haven't given us a name. Do that. Get on top of that part. Anyway, all the DC movies, live action movies, are connected. They are all in the same universe. Literally. Some people don't realize that, but they are all in the same universe. Only one that's not in the same universe is the Joker movie. That's the only one that doesn't have a direct tie to the DCU verse. That one's technically a Us-World story or Alter Dimension story, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, super excited to see James Gunn's Suicide Squad. I hope they come with a regular name, just call it Suicide Squad 2, so it can be easily differentiated from the first Suicide Squad movie, because don't call it the Suicide Squad. That's stupid. That's the only thing I don't like right now. That's the only thing, is the way they named it. But everything else I'm excited for. I'm on board. See what he does. It's supposed to be, I think it's rated R. Yeah, I think it's rated R. Yeah, I think he's going to use the rated R to the full potential. I'm super excited to see that. I would love to see him do a really good job with this. But whether he does a good job or not, he's still going back to do Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So this man's got a job for the next at least 2 years, either way it goes. So he's doing this just for fun, basically. He has nothing to worry about. Yeah. Up the last bit of news we have. Oh wait, one more thing before the last bit of news. My Hero Academia came out last week. Rise of Heroes. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't had time yet. I was trying to this weekend, but it's only playing like at weird times. So hopefully I can get to go sometime this week. But it did apparently very well. It grossed, I think, $5 to $8 million over the weekend. So amazing, good job. People say it's really good. People are saying it is really good. So I have to go see it as soon as possible. Let me know if you saw it. Let me know if it's good. No spoilers. But kind of let me know if it follows the My Hero Academia series storyline. Because I didn't see the first movie either. I still got to watch that. But does this... see, it's only plays at 7 o'clock. This is just terrible time. I don't even know how long it's going to be in theaters, too. Oh, it's finally over here? Oh, it's only at 7. Oh, hopefully I go tomorrow. Oh, this is tomorrow. Yeah. Sorry, I was looking up time. But yeah. Does it follow the series, or is it kind of offset? How does that work? Let me know if you've seen it. And if you liked it, let me know. Hit me up at BLACKGEEKCOOL on Instagram, BLACKGEEKCOOL on Twitter, or BLACKGEEKCOOLpodcast at Gmail. So, last bit of news. The Spawn remake, or reboot. Pretty sure it's a remake because, what's his name? McFarlane wrote a whole new script for it. And he wants to direct it. Apparently, that's going to shoot this year. And they have Joker to thank. Because of Joker's success as a horror R-rated movie, Hollywood is taking that as, everybody wants horror R-rated comic book movies, which is not what they should have took from it, but it seems to be benefiting Spawn, and it's been pushed up and is going to be made. So, I mean, I'm still excited for Spawn to be made. The first Spawn is still... It doesn't hold up. It doesn't hold up at all. It's terrible CGI in it. But for the time, it was amazing. It was really cool. I would love to see Todd Phillips' take on... his take on Spawn. Because he's apparently still lined up to direct it. and I'd love to see he's supposed to pull it more into a horror R rating Spawn. So very interested in that. Very cool. I would love to see that. Yeah, let me know how you guys feel about that. Are you excited that they're making another Spawn movie? Are you excited that Todd Phillips... Is it Phillips? I think it is. I feel like that's wrong. Are you excited that he's so heavily involved in it, being that it's his character that he created? Do you think that might blind him to some things, though? When it's your character, you want to do things your way and not take any input, and people like, this doesn't make sense, bro. Why are you doing this? But it could come out really good. Only time will tell. But that's it for Big Screen News. As always, guys, thanks for listening to the podcast. You can listen to the podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Pocket Cast, iTunes, or anywhere you can get podcasts. You also can listen to it on BLACKGEEKCOOL at YouTube, or YouTube/BLACKGEEKCOOL on my YouTube channel. If you would like to support the channel, support BLACKGEEKCOOL, you can support us by, one, sharing and liking the content on the YouTube channel and the podcast. Share, like, tell everyone about it. That helps greatly. Word of mouth is big, and it helps push us. But you also hit the like button and hit the share button, also helps as well. Put us on Facebook, Instagram, all those places. And if you would like to financially help the podcast and support the podcast, and give donations, all that good stuff, we have launched a Patreon. You can catch us at Patreon/BLACKGEEKCOOL. I only have like 2 tiers right now. I'm going to add more actually tonight. I came up with some ideas. I'm going to put those up. So go check out the Patreon. Please consider being a patron. It would really help the channel grow, help provide money for equipment, all that good stuff, so we can do more stuff, pump out more content, and maybe get to travel a little bit. That'd be cool too. And you get some nice rewards on Patreon too as well. Let me know if there's some other rewards you guys might want. Let me know. I'll be glad to try to work something out. Thanks for listening, guys. Appreciate you checking out the channel. Oh, one more thing. Please, if you like the podcast, the YouTube channel, anything, please write in. Write an email, write a comment, let me know. I've had people actually, like people I know in person, talk to me like, hey, I love your stuff, listening to it. And that is great. But when you give feedback on the internet, that helps with the algorithm and all that good stuff. And it shows interaction, people interacting with your stuff, with my stuff. And it's good for the content for some reason. They want to see people interact with the content, even if it's bad. If you don't like an episode I do, put that up there, write it up there. That still helps. Maybe you shouldn't do that. It doesn't help. You don't do it. Don't do it. It doesn't help. But just do it, even if it's a thumb down. That's greatly appreciated. I mean, I appreciate you guys telling me in person, but I appreciate it even more when you write it down, put it in a comment, or post it somewhere. That really helps the channel, the podcast, all that good stuff. But yeah, thanks you guys. Appreciate you listening, and I'll catch you guys on the next podcast.